You see where we are? I told you we'll be back next week, and the week after that, and the week after that. But we're here right now. What a weekend. What a weekend of football we got. Not just from the NFL, college football too. Clap it up for everybody. Clap it up for everybody. Clap it up for everybody. I will say Sunday night and Monday night was a little bit of a letdown, but we're not going to focus on that part. We're going to focus on the good football that we got to watch all weekend. So let's get to it. Let's start reviewing the games. Wildcard Weekend, game number 1, Rams and Panthers. Got this one correct. Score wasn't correct. I thought the Panthers put up more than a fight than I thought they would. Shout out to the Panthers. Y'all proved me wrong. I think y'all proved a lot of people wrong, quite frankly. And I think going forward, y'all got something cooking. Y'all got something cooking, man. Just think about what you got to do moving forward. Got to pray your quarterback. See that you're going to pick up Bryce Young's 5th-year option, which is good. And in that division, nobody wants to win it. So, hey, you could win it. But the Rams end up beating the Panthers 34-31. Really, really, really great game. This is what the new age of football is all about. All about the offense. Offense. Everyone wants to see offense. They don't want to see defense. That's why they saying the games on Sunday and Monday night were snoozers. But I'm all for football. Yeah, really good game here. Back and forth. They fought to the end. You know, this one of those games where whoever got the ball last was going to win it. And we all love that. We like seeing football come down to the last minute. We don't want to see blowouts in the playoffs because that's not what we signed up for. We want to see the grit. We want to see the grind, everything about it. So Rams come out victorious in that one. I think the Rams are cooking up. They needed that test to know, like, this is what we are built for. This is what the playoffs is for. And watch out for the Rams coming up. Hey. Next up, the Packers and Bears. Woo! Heated rivalry. Now, I got this one wrong. Green Bay end up losing. Caleb Williams and the Bears mount an insane comeback. And if I'm Green Bay, I'm pissed off. Quite frankly. I'm pissed off because your kicker missed 3 field goals. Those 3 field goals literally would have won you the game. Like, bruh, that's 7 points. They lost by 4. That's game. You win. But Green Bay shouldn't have allowed Chicago to be in the game in the first place. It was 21-3 at half. They were down 15 points coming into the fourth quarter. Like, you can't do that. You can't pull up off the gas. You got to attack. This is the NFL. If you sleep, someone will wake you up. They literally will wake you up. So, shout out to the Bears, man. Shout out Caleb Williams, DMV's finest. You know, always got to support the DMV guys. He, like I said last week, he's going to have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 throws that make you say, yeah, that's a number 1 pick. So, shout out to Caleb, man. He brought him back. The Bears defense, though, unsung hero over the game. They literally told the Packers, I dare you to win the game. And the Packers said, I don't really feel like it. So, hey, man, shout out to the Bears. They've got a really good team. And, hey, man, Ben Johnson is bringing back hate. He's bringing back hate to sports. And that's not to say that hate has left sports or that hate should be the main part of sports. But listen, when you have a rival, you have a rival. You don't like them for a reason because they're your rival. And Ben Johnson knows that he's dealing with Chicago, a place where Aaron Rodgers, shout out to my GOAT, man. A place where Aaron Rodgers literally hit the discount double check and said, I own you, and I still own you. Ben Johnson knows, like, hey, the Packers been killing us for the past, however many years, decades, actually. So, we trying to rewrite the script, and we're starting it right here, right now. Now, Packers fans, you got a good team. No Micah this year in the playoffs, but I think if Micah Parsons played, they would have shut down that game. So, I think you all would have won if Micah played. That's what I mean. But, Bears fans, look, man, y'all got a team, you got a quarterback, you got an O-line, you got a defense, and you got a coach. And you play good special teams because Devin Duvernay was returning kicks back to like the 40, 50-yard line, setting them up with great field position. So shout out to the Bears, man. Chicago is jumping. Shout out to my people out in Chicago. You know who you are. Love y'all, man. So Next up, the Bills and Jaguars. I got this one correct too. I didn't really see Buffalo losing this game, but like I said, it would come down to the legs of the quarterbacks. Josh Allen had that running touchdown, and then Trevor Lawrence was scrambling all over the field. Like, it was a much greater game than I thought it would be, and the Jags had a chance, man. The Jags had a chance. But in the game of football, it's a game of inches. Trevor Lawrence just throws the pass on the last drive a little bit behind, but the coverage is great by Trey White. Shout out to them LSU boys. And like I said, a game of inches. That little tip forces an interception, game over, season over. Like, it's really comes down to the nitty gritty in football. And like, if you don't know that, then that was surely on display this weekend, because so many games ended like last possession, or, you know, in the fourth quarter it was tight. So shout out to the Jaguars. Had a really good season. I'm not about to, you know, get into some of the things that happened after that, because I feel like it's kind of crazy that people, you know, blow up about a little positivity in life. But, you know, we'll move on from that. So shout out to the Jags, had a really good season, and the Bills move on. Like I said, Josh Allen could not afford to lose this game. He could not. So shout out to you, Josh Allen. You get some claps. You get some claps. And going forward, they better not lose again this week. So, hey, next game, the Niners and Eagles. I got this one wrong. Eagles fans, please do not send me any hate mail. Keep all of your antics away. All right? It wasn't me. I'm not the reason why you lost. I really thought that Philly was going to pull this off, because the 49ers had no linebackers left, but they must have heard me. One of y'all showed the 49ers this video from last week or something, because them linebackers were flying around dudes that have been on the team for a month, literally a month, out of 4 weeks out of 18, and they were hunting. They shut down Philly's run game. They made them kind of one-dimensional, but at the same time, hey, I told y'all I would let it go, and I would agree with y'all about the gripes from your offensive coordinator. And hey, man, Kevin Patullo, that last drive was a little shaky. There are some people saying he did what he had to do, you know, and Jalen could have thrown to AJ, but nah, man. He called the same play like a couple times. I mean, some people were open, but in a spot like that, like, you need the surefire plays that are going to progress you down the field. And they did get down the field, but the problem was, like, the 49ers were just prepared for it. They were prepared for it. They saw the formation. They lined up in the same formation a couple times. And, hey, hats off to the 49ers, man. They literally are in an infirmary right now. They might get Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, back next week. But 49ers are cooking, man. They got an offense. Kyle Shanahan knows how to call a playoff game. He might not know how to call a Super Bowl, but he surely knows how to call a playoff game, because the trick plays, the run, the creative style of everything that he does, top of the line. And then the Eagles going forward, they just got to retool. You know, get a new offensive coordinator in there with a little more flavor, add a little bit of pizzazz to the offense, and I think you're good. The defense showed up. Defense did what they had to do. 23-19, I picked Philly 27-20, and they were in the right range. It's a good defensive game with some offense in there. You know, there were some touchdowns. So shout out to the Niners, man. Y'all move on to the next round. Did what you had to do. Next up, we got the Chargers and Patriots. Now, this right here, a lot of people saying it was a snoozer, but this was a defensive game from start to finish. Literally start to finish. The problem was the Chargers had no offense. None. Sorry. If you don't block for your quarterback, you can't do anything. Now, there are some plays where Justin Herbert could have, got the ball to somebody down the field, but man, he was under duress all night. The running game was pretty much not there, non-existent. And, going forward, you just got to think about all of the things that you have to do to protect your quarterback. You got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to block. And if you don't do those things, hey, Yeah, I was really kind of disappointed to see the Chargers lay flat like that on offense. But man, oh man, I tell you, I was raving about that Chargers defense, and I was saying they were going to shut it down. And they did for the most part, but my, oh my. Christian Gonzalez, the corner from the Patriots. Patriots fans, you stole one from Washington because our coach couldn't pick him. Just be happy that you got a great one, because that man is... Buckle up, straps, get in your seatbelt. He put you in the back of the car. You ain't sitting in the front. He put you in the back, tied up. That man is locked down, and he erased every receiver that stood in front of him on the Chargers offense on Sunday. And unfortunately, they just couldn't get past it. And because of that, Chargers end up losing. Got that one wrong. I definitely thought there would be a little more points scored, but 16-3, that shows you it's all defense, literally all defense. I think there was, one touchdown in this game. So shout out to the Patriots fans. Y'all are back. Shout out to my boy Manny, J-Raw, Kevin Pierce. You already know. Shout out Kevin Pierce, man. Watch his videos too. K Pierce TV. Shout out to my guy. Y'all got a good thing going here. Let's see if y'all can keep it going on and make it to, the AFC Championship. I feel like y'all are comfortable there. Y'all know what to do. So, hey, y'all might be back. But I ain't gonna say you back, just in case. So, shout out to the Patriots, man. Next game. Hold on. Sorry. I didn't think that I would have a funeral today for one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. One of the greatest people to ever pick up a football and grasp his hands on it. One of the greatest to ever put his fingers on those laces. I did pick Houston to win, but I thought it would be a much more competitive game. I mean, actually, let me take that back. It was a really competitive game. It was really competitive until the fourth quarter when the Steelers' offensive line clocked out. They said, they punched their ticket and said, hey, look, man, we out of here. And the Steelers had opportunities in this game. CJ Stroud, man, look. If he played like that this week against the Patriots defense, they out of there. Because 3 turnovers, it's like, bro, you gotta relax. He actually tried to give the game to Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh just could not get anything going on offense because, like I told y'all, the Houston defense, all 11 dogs, they was eating. They was hunting, they was eating. That was basically bloodhound football. Like, they smelt it and got after it. Like, there was no hiding. There was nothing you could do about it. They literally smelt the blood and was like, bam, bam, bam. I told him, you gotta punch him in the mouth. And they punched until, like I said, Pittsburgh said, hey, look, we can't take it no more. The sack fumble, return for a touchdown, then a pick six, like, all in the fourth quarter. You enter the fourth quarter, it's like 7-6 or 10-6, whatever the score was. Pittsburgh had their chances in this game, but it's just sad to see Aaron Rodgers go out like this. Last pass, basically a pick six. Like, I don't think, anyone wants to go out like that. And I think that he thought they would, like I said, they were in the game, but the fourth quarter, everyone just crumbled. There was no offense, and every time the Pittsburgh Steelers started a drive and started moving down the field, there was a sack, there was a punt, drop pass, quite frankly, I think the DK Metcalf drop pass early in the game killed the whole momentum. I think it killed it all, because that was the Pittsburgh Steelers' chance to jump out on the Texans 10-0 and put them and their backs against the wall, because at that point now the pressure's on them, and CJ Stroud already had turnovers. If he kept turning the ball over like that and Pittsburgh is up 10-0, we're looking at a different story here. But Houston, congratulations. That defense might win you a championship. That's how serious they are from every single level. And then the backups coming in, and they look like starters too. Like, that is a testament to how you draft a team and how you build a team. You gotta pick people in the draft, and then look, they were fortunate enough to have those trade pieces from Deshaun Watson, and they used them wisely. So kudos to the Texans, man. Y'all got something going, and like I said, that right there could be a championship defense very, very easily. So shout out to all the teams that won our wild card weekend, and man, like, just keep it going. I think that a lot of these teams are realizing, hey, it's that time, and we got what it takes, because for the Bears to come back and then New England to stand up, the Rams to come back and in the last second there, and the Bills to stand up on defense, and then Houston stood up all night. So look, we're in for a good treat. We're in for a very, very good treat this weekend. So shout out to the teams that won.